Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to research the Green Deputy Leader, Mothin Ali, and tell me if you come to the conclusion that this man is the biggest threat to our democracy and the worst politician that we have in Britain at this moment in time. I know that's a big boot to fill, especially with what we've got with the Prime Minister and some of the other cronies that are in there. But the difference is they go to the effort of pretending they're not a see you next Tuesday. Mothin Ali proudly parades round as a see you next Tuesday. The reality of it is, this guy was seen yesterday at a pro-Tehran rally. So basically, while most of the world is condemning the IRGC and saying that they need to have been booted out and Iran needs to be free, you know, it's the same as if you look at the two flags, for anybody who not aware, the original Iranian flag had a lion on it and the other one had the symbol of Islam, because he obviously was the head of the Islamic State in the Islamic Republic. Not as in ISIS, but, you know, the Muslim Brotherhood kind of thing. But, I mean, obviously I'm not 100% sure on that last bit, but I do know the differentiations between the two flags. But yeah, so at this parade, they were chanting "Death to America" on numerous occasions. And this guy potentially could be deputy leader at a time where we're all looking, pointing the finger and criticising the leader. Let's just turn around and say the leader goes for some reason. There's a scandal, or he's just like, no, you know what, I'm not bothered. Mothin Ali could potentially become the leader of the Green Party. So you have got a man here who openly supported the October 7th disasters in Israel. And people can turn around and say it's conspiracy theory of that. But look at the date that he posted a tweet that said European settlers should get out of Islamic lands. The day after the tragedy. He deleted it, said it was in poor taste, but he just said, no, you're not interested. When he was sworn in as a councillor, he was born in Sheffield. When he was sworn in, he did his little chant, and then he praised Palestine and said free Palestine and all that kind of jazz while he was parading around in his terrorist neckerchief. So essentially we can assume almost beyond all doubt that he's a supporter of a prescribed terrorist group. Why aren't more people literally looking at this and being like, what on earth is going on? Because this can't continue. This could be our biggest threat to democracy. Take out all this idea I've said before, which obviously a lot of people have been peeved about, which I've received messages about, you know, some of my other videos. Set aside the Civil War thing for a minute. Set aside, you know, anything else I've said. You literally could protect. We in this country could have a person that should be on the terror watch list as our Prime Minister. This is scary stuff. If this isn't going to wake people up, then my honest suggestion to people is let's all band together, buy a plot of land, segregate ourselves from society, create our own community, or figure out en masse where we're going to go. Because this is insane. This is literally insane. You know, J.D. Vance said about a year ago now that England is going to be the first Islamic state to have a nuclear weapon. If this carries on, if the Green Party wants some credibility, they need to kick these people out. Stop shying for the Muslim vote, because this is dangerous stuff. All these people, this Hannah Spencer, they're all enabling this. That the lesbian woman in Bristol, I can't remember, Carla Gardenia or whatever it is, crazy woman, but she's conforming to this, and she's aiding and abetting this as well. It is literally insane stuff. This could be the biggest crisis to hit England and the United Kingdom. You know, this guy was born and raised here. He has clearly got terroristic views. He teaches Islamic teachings in the evening, so he teaches young children about Islam. This guy is a danger to society, needs to be 24-hour watch list, and he could potentially be the next Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. This is crazy stuff.